And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida's offense will be first on the attack. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really...
Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. These Longhorn corners really active with their hands, anticipating well and swatting the ball away.
And not all quarterbacks can do that. But great job seeing the ball in the air, going up, attacking the football, and swatting it away, making sure that that receiver can't get to the football.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Gators line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. So Texas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Let's it fly. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Going over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, then love to get a drive going here. Quick spin on the ride. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get the rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fights off the defender. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Looking for the tie with the extra point. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He's going to run it across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Let's go. To the air, it's Dixon. Floating away. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, they got the touchdown, and the quarterback also had snot bubbles the size of his fist coming out of his nose after that hit.
Yeah, and you don't want to take too many of those shots. You got the touchdown, but the offensive line, obviously, a little bit more protection would be good. But in the end, touchdown.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a big play. Got his man to the left. Off to the races. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Dixon. On a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Nice move there. Still running it for 40. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so
Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this
gets away from one, finds some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Pushes for the goal line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. He's at, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the move and looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He did not make it a stone ball on 3rd down. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So now the Longhorns take This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offensive. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. All by himself down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's going to have it. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. And the Gators will call on their punt team. Touchdown, Texas! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by a field goal over Oregon State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, nice
job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw. It's Dixon. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the heat. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's DiMaggio. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds the single-game record with 246.
Yeah, and when he got speed on the outside,
Breaks into the open. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Complete to the left. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Extending the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Catch inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking downfield, it's Dixon. Scrambling away. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback adapting. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Fleming. He'll heave it deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Going right to work up top. They get to him as he throws.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Dropping back, it's Fleming. On the run, fires downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big run in the American. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Back to throw, it's Fleming. Here's a heat. Turns it loose. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive going to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it on the outside. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Now improvising. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys...
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking downfield, it's Fleming. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes that one pay. And they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something. And
got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got his man. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Plows through the defense. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Dixon. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it along the sideline. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get...
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Dixon. Fires to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. Shakes off the defender. He's a little to the 34. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. Crosses the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up